Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I have finally finished my Rockwell Journal project and I am so happy to share it with you. Back in 2016, 2017, my husband and I would go down to the big city and stock up on things, and I kept going to the used bookstores and getting these huge Norman Rockwell coffee table books. I mean, they are just huge. Most of them are 14 inches high by 10 inches wide. So you could see the trouble with converting this size picture onto a standard journal page. But I went through and I edited out the part of each picture that I liked, and I did the same for the pages inside, and I've come up with these journals. So let me just take you through them one at a time. I wanted to give myself a challenge when I made these. So they have, it is a 9 by 6-inch journal, same size. I prefer to make the big ones, and a little over a 2-inch spine. But there's no tabs on top, and there's no drippings on the bottom. So I mean, they stand up all by themselves. However, the sides have a lot of things on them. I didn't use any Norman Rockwell images from printables, even from my own shop. I tried to use exclusively book pages. So pretty book upholstery on this. I just love the browns and pinks. And if I'm not mistaken, this picture painting of Rockwell's was called The Curiosity Shop. And all kinds of strange little things if you look closely at the picture. And I just backed it with some burlap. So going inside. Lots of fun with the lace and the trims down the edges. And they do lay flat. They will open up flat for journaling. Now for the tags in here, they sell these little books. I don't know if they sell them new anymore, but you can probably pick some up, a couple of these up on eBay. I think that's where my husband found it. And it has the same magazine covers, but they're miniature. So I was able to use those for my tags. And the tag inside the front pocket is the same picture that is cropped, and it's got the name of the image. And I just backed it on a Tim Holtz tag. Still shedding sorry. There we go. So for the tags in here, I either sewed these on with a little backing or just used the page itself, and it's got a picture on each side. There we go. And I'll just flip through. There's really not a lot of features to show you. I just thought I'd share some of the images that I put in, and there's no duplicates from one to the next journal. I used one of the mini pictures and put a pocket in here. I suppose that may have been a cutout from one of the Rockwell books. I'm not sure. There were, some of the Rockwell books had smaller pictures and write-ups on them. I just put some pretty scrapbook paper in there to back them. So it's interesting. It was really hard, you know, to center the crop. What do you leave and what do you cut out? But I could only fit so much on each journal page. So, and then some of them, they had things around it that weren't in the picture, other Rockwell things or write-ups, so I cut them out and just stitched it on. what to do in a blackout. Love that. Some pretty little trim here. Some more small pages. And then these are the 2 Rockwell Coca-Cola ads. And all of the little dangles in each one are little snippets of Rockwell sketches or pictures. I guess a lot of them were paintings, but I think some of them were colorized sketches. I guess it tells you in each book when you go through. So, and then each of the journals has a large page that was full size from the big books. Rockwell's studio burnt down, and they built a new one. And he did a whole cartoon of the entire experience of it. I thought that was really neat. And these are the photographs of, I believe this is the new studio. But I thought that was a really neat book page. So I did have to trim it a bit to make the height fit in here, but just a skosh, and that worked well. Love the fairy whispering in his ear, springtime. Another fun tag. Great pictures. The lion eyeing the sandwich. Do I have? There we go. And some more pictures. Whoops. On April Fool's each day, and I think the cover of the Curiosity Shop also was an April Fool's cover. He always does wonky things. It reminds me of the old Highlights magazines where you had to find the items that didn't belong in the picture, and just some really, really fun stuff in there. Anyways. Moving right along. Love that. Okay. Self-portrait of Rockwell. What to paint next? He did I skipped a page. This is Jonathan. Pollock was his last name. The artist who liked to splatter. He actually did a painting. Why can't I think of that name? Missing the dance, I guess, because she's home with a cold. And the little tags. All twisted now. There we go. This was a series of sketches and paintings that Rockwell did for Louisa May Alcott. The Little Women books were coming out then, and he did a number of those. And I found a page in color. The stock exchange, that says. Everybody's very interested. Makes you think it was going up and not down. Love the sky and the puppy peeking out. This was Anne Margaret when she did the movie Stagecoach, and he painted her. And another tag. Got some lace backing. This one. Some stamping. Real neat quote on that. Do love that quote. Be aware there are no accidents in our intelligent universe. Oh, I know that feeling. Love the wife trying to listen in. And of course, the Christmas baskets. That's such a pretty picture. Oof, there we go. And some more little ones. Love that picture. Rockwell did such an amazing job of catching the spirit of things in America back then. Times gone by. She's having so much fun dressing him up. Love the smile. And some more little pictures here. And another quote. I've always loved this picture of him threading the needle. And the kitty cat, there for encouragement. He did several paintings of ladies traveling and sitting with their suitcase in the station, on a train, on a plane, and they're all full of so much character. Antiquing. And a Christmas. I love that. The dog peeking in, the striped socks, the printing on the chair, just classic. And one more tag. Summer stock. And the Christmas, and just a few more pictures in the back here. Come on, Liz, there we go. Love that. The mermaid captured a fair catch. That's great. The teacher's birthday. Easter morning. Does not appear Dad is going off to church with them. The jury room. So that is the journal. Well, it took a bit longer to go through that journal than I thought. Why don't I just open up the others and show you the inside covers and just quickly breeze through. I used some of this wonderful pink retro striped upholstery. I guess it is supposed to be upholstery. It's not very thick, but I've hoarded it for a while. So going inside here, I have the sampler. That's the name of the cover picture. And rather than go through all of the pictures as I go, why don't I just flip through, and we'll look at some big ones quickly as we flip. I think I can get to most of the pictures pretty quickly. Ichabod crane. Some pretty lace. Some fun trim. Rockwell did love his dogs, didn't he? I think he was more biased towards dogs than cats. Loved that little girl. She was holding the doll up to the doctor and said, "Fix her, she doesn't feel well." Just adorable. There's the black and white of the Louisa May Alcott Little Women sketches he did. Okay, find some pictures. I think Thea wants out. Hold, please. Never fails. If I'm videotaping, the UPS man will pull up or an animal will need something. Okay. Pictures. Here's the page I put inside this one. This is 45 errors in the April Fool's cover. Can you find them? He says. Just so much fun. Again, with the great quilts. There's so much character in what he painted. great marionettes. Coat check girl. Pretty tag. There we go. So that is the second journal, the sampler. Okay. And a peek inside the last one. I can't tell you what the name of it is until I open it up and look at the inside tag. Just love that he's really communicating with that bunny. I'm pretty sure this was either a springtime or an Easter cover. And it's got this great blue faded striped upholstery. Love this with the box of bonbons and the puppy. All right, what was the name of this? Springtime, April 1935. Well, I won't go through all through the pictures here. Some pretty blue lace. Another fabulous picture, and the puppy. These were just so much fun to make. And there's tons of room for writing in them, as you can see. Tons of room for decorating and adding to. He had a great way of painting older people and making them look so romantic and so animated still. He seemed to have a knack for capturing that type of thing. Reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. Just the blue dress, having tea, the ribbon in the hair. Ah, there's the doctor. No swimming. I love the caption. I never see two men leak the way they done. That's so sweet. I think that was a Huck Finn thing. And this is also from the Louise May Alcott series of sketches. Love the maids checking out the playbill on their break. Another sweet picture. Playing marbles. I still play jacks with my grandkids. You know, the ball and jacks, yeah. Not as good as I used to be at it, but the gossip chain. Fun, fun. The little boy's running away from home, and they're all talking him into staying, I'm sure. The guy and the gal both getting ready for the date. Another lady traveling. Gonna guess a train. Nope, she's on an airplane for sure. Love the old-fashioned curtains on the windows that they used to have. It looks like a train window, but she has an airplane on her box. I'll have to look at that more closely later. This said barber, as if you're looking through the barber's window, and they've got the jam session going in the back. So that is the third Rockwell. So I'll pop these 3 journals into my shop at the same time that I post this video to YouTube. So if you'd like one, scoot over. I'll put the link in the box below. The mini journals that I teased, they really are coming together. And they're all different colors and themes, and they just need to be bound into the seam. All the pages have their thingies on it. It's the opposite of the Rockwells. There's stuff coming out of everywhere. And I've got huge sari bows on them. But these will have charms and beads and all kinds of drippings. And I'm probably going to put them in my shop in sets of 3, but I'll do a video when I get closer. But they are in the final assembly. I have just shy of 40 of these that I'm doing. So each stage takes a whole day to do, but they are getting there. And they've been a great in-between therapy project for me. So I'll keep you posted with blurbs about these. I really went all over the board. There's some little Rockwells. There's Da Vinci, think Liz, Van Gogh, Monet, Albrecht Dürer, and just a lot of fun ones, some animal ones. So I think you guys will be pleased with those, and I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for staying with me here. I've been away for a while getting the garden and some things taken care of around here, but I think I am back in the crafting saddle, so yay. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a really great day. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.